Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to show you how to create a cinematic title in Adobe Premiere Pro. So let's get started. So here we are. I'm going to show you how to create the cinematic title. It's very simple but very effective and it's very cinematic. And yeah, so the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to add a black bar. So we're going to go for new item in the project panel. Make sure in the project panel, you can click on the new item right here. So if you can see, you need to expand your project panel and click on black video and click on OK, and then drag your black video at the bottom right here on your timeline, and now we have a black video. And then from here, we're going to add a text right here by clicking on the T button, and then go for the click here on your screen. And then from here, I'm going to go for cinematic, simply just like this one. And you can go for other fonts that you want, but in my case, I want this font right here, which is Montserrat, which is thin. And I'm going to position this in the middle, so I would need Essential Graphics for that. So if you don't know, or if you don't have Essential Graphics, you can go into Window and then click on Essential Graphics, and you can see that Essential Graphics now in your workspace. And now that we have this, you simply need to select your text and then click here so that it would be centered right there. Click these two buttons. And after that, it's in the center, and you can add some more spacing if you'd want to make it more cinematic or whatsoever. Yeah, or can make it more premium, just like that. But in my case, I like it the way this one is. I think this one is enough, and I'm gonna go and position it again. And now it's done right there. So we're gonna add the cinematic effect now. So we're gonna go click on our text and go into our effect controls, and then go into the opacity. And now we have the opacity, and we need to set the duration first into 6 seconds right here, because what I typically want is 6 seconds right here. So I'm gonna go for this one, but take note that you can also make this shorter or longer depending on your preference. But in this example, we're gonna go for 6 seconds right there, and we're gonna go at the beginning. Make sure your playhead is in the beginning, and go into effect controls, go into opacity, and click for the keyframe for opacity, set it to 0, and then you want to go into the 2-minute or 2-second mark again. 2 seconds, and then go back into 100, and then you want to go into 4-second mark, and you want to go and make it 100, or click this one again to duplicate the keyframe, and then you want to go into the end again, 6 seconds, and then you would go and for 0 again, and just like that. And now we have this effect right here. But as you can see, it's not really smooth right there. We can do it better than that. So to do it better, you simply need to select all the keyframes, hold the Shift button, and press all the keyframes right there, and right-click on the keyframes and go for Auto Bezier. And we can have a better looking fade in and fade out right there. As you can see, that is so much better. And then the next thing that we are going to add is the scale. So we're just going to simply add a zoom in or make it look bigger as it progresses. So we're just going to go for a scale, keyframe it at the beginning as 100 and put the playhead at the end. And we're going to be keyframing it as a 110 so that it would be so subtle. It's not too obvious. As you can see, there is a zoom in effect or enlargement effect of our title, and that is so cinematic. And the next thing that we're going to add to that is we can go for a blur. So we're going to go into our effects panel. And if you can see your effects panel, you can go into Window and make sure that you have your effects right here. And go here into Gaussian blur, type it in. And we're going to go and add it into our title right there. And we have our Gaussian blur right here. And we're going to adjust the blurriness right here. So we're going to be setting the same keyframes right here in opacity. So right here, we're going to go for 50 right there. And we're going to go and add a keyframe at the beginning as a 50. And then the next keyframe at the number or at 2 seconds right here, we're going to go and make it 0 again. And the same as the 4-second mark right here, 0 again. And then at the 6 seconds, it would be back into 50. So I'm just going to go and add this right here. Back into 50 right there. And now we have this cinematic effect right here. And as you can see, it looks so good right there. And you can even adjust the blurriness and how much you want it or how long you would want it to be. If you want a smooth blur, then you can do it again. Select all the keyframes, and just like that, and right click on it again and choose Auto Bezier, and we would have a smoother blur right there, and now we have it right there. So that is basically it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you have found this video helpful, simply leave a like below or subscribe because it helps me reach more people. See you soon.